don't know if I should try to share her burden or if I should try to. This is kind of a hard road to walk here because I've been in similar situations where I tried to help out and I just get shot down, I guess. If by saying this, I don't want her to thinking that I'm not taking what she's feeling seriously.
Done getting your together up there? Because I'm starting to get bored.
Greetings and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. And of course, there's a urgent quest going on just as I decide I'm ready to start recording. Alright, well, we got some more side stories going today because we still have way more of those to do. Got on Keiko yesterday to do my weeklies because I had to put them off until yesterday, and there was quite a few of them in Retem, so this isn't the only region we'll be doing side stories in. We still have Ran over here and kind of locked in place because I can't find her. Dozer up here. Manon down here. I don't see Aina anymore. I guess her story's done here. So I guess we can start with Ran and maybe, hopefully, I'll be able to find where Ran is. Let's go.
I finally made it here. I'm sorry it took me so long. All my friends, Garoa. I've known about this place for a while. But when Aina called me while you two were building this, I just couldn't answer her call. I was too afraid to face reality. I have a feeling that I'm not really facing it even now. Not directly, anyway. Garoa used to always ask me to make sure I kept an eye on Aina. He probably didn't mean anything by it at the time. It was probably just because I was the closest to Aina in terms of age. I guess he just thought it would be nice for her to have a big sister. But now, that responsibility is a huge weight on my shoulders. I'm responsible for her now. I feel the weight of that.
I kind of want to. I don't know if I should try to share her burden or if I should try to. This is kind of a hard road to walk here because I've been in similar situations where I tried to help out and I just get shot down, I guess. Yeah, I don't want her to think that. If by saying this, I don't want her to thinking that I'm not taking what she's feeling seriously. So I'm gonna say this.
Yes, that's how I look. If that's the case, it takes some of the weight off. Aina's gotten so good at fighting lately, mentally and physically. She's doing so well working through her grief and moving forward. That's why I need to keep a positive attitude too. I have to grow up, because I have to set a good example for her. And that's the reason I came here. I promise, Garoa, you, and everyone, I swear to protect Aina, no matter what happens. That's the very least that I can do. For everyone.
You gotta take care of yourself too. Don't get so caught up in taking care of somebody else that you're not taking care of yourself in the process. That's something important to keep in mind, I guess.
I see. So that's what this is. But wait, wouldn't it be, Oh, I see. Then in that case...
You looking into something?
Oh, yes, I'm looking into something. This happened once before, didn't it? Enemies never sneak up on me like that. You must be working on your stealth techniques.
That or you're just laser focused on something.
Well, anyway. Yes, I'm looking into something about the Vanford laboratory. A personal interest. Apparently, it gets its name from Crawford's grandfather. Before it was destroyed during the invasion, he researched and developed a lot of technology for arcs. So it was named after him because of his contributions. The technology he developed is still used to power Central City and fight the dolls to this day. Everything we see here was destroyed in the massive dolls invasion. Vanford didn't care about saving the facility. He fought on the front lines so his friends could evacuate. That's how he lost his life. What an amazing person.
He died trying to protect the ones he cared about. No better way to go out.
It's hard to believe that Alpha just swallows up such great people. This place is so... I have the feeling that what happened here is the reason that Crawford is so focused on defense rather than offense.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's afraid of losing everything again. But I think that's the right decision. He's the reason that the people of Central City can live peacefully without fear. I want to be a part of that.
You are a part of that. Your arcs. And yeah, I do in fact feel the same way.
Good. I had a feeling you might say that. I hope you'll be right by my side.
There we go. That looks to be Man's. Alpha's quest line done. As far as these side stories, I don't know why I call it quest. Alright, let's see if I can find Ryan again.
Many unbearable hours later.
There we go. It turns out she wasn't in West Kvaris at all. She's in Central Kvaris, technically. Okay, let's continue.
It's hard to get a good feel for what it's like from so far away like this. Oh, good to see you again.
What are you up to?
Oh, I just came outside for a breath of fresh air. It can get pretty stuffy in the command room after a while.
I can imagine.
Oh, by the way, I was just organizing the survey reports from the Kvaris region. Would you like to hear about them?
I would.
Great, let's go over them. Currently, Kvaris is a frozen region, completely covered in snow. But records show that it once had a more temperate climate, and was lush with vegetation. Not unlike the way Aelio is now, I imagine. Back then, it was home to many people, and it was even more flourishing than Aelio or Retem is today.
Don't know if I would call Retem flourishing, what with the desert motif and all.
But then there was the Dark Falls attack, and Kvaris became almost uninhabited overnight. Well, overnight might be a slight exaggeration, but there's no doubt the environment there changed drastically in a very short amount of time. The data on that period is missing from the records, so the reason remains a mystery. Although they managed to defeat Dark Falls, the people of Kvaris were still forced to relocate. Many of them fled to Aelio, and began building this central city. And they say some of them went to the Retem region too. Kvaris had been all but uninhabited ever since. The advanced team this time is part of the largest extended operation in the region so far. For such a long time, defending their own regions was all Aelio and Retem could do. But now that we have your help, we've finally been able to make inroads into Kvaris. We really appreciate all that you're doing for us.
No problem.
I'm sure the advanced team knows much more than I do about the latest conditions in Kvaris. Ask them anything. If I weren't so busy with my operator work, I would have liked to try out for the advanced team myself. I'd love to hear about what it's like there when you get back if you have time.
Sure.
I'll be waiting.
I think we got time for one more side story before we call it a night or morning or whatever it is while you're watching this. Wait out. It's here. Oh, there she is.
Darkfall's retreat confirmed.
Here,
Your
we'll
efforts
use
are
this one.
appreciated.
Oh, just in time.
For what?
I'm thinking about putting together a report on the Stia region. See it? It's right over there. Would you mind if I run some of it by you first?
Sure, I haven't been there yet.
All right. Here goes, then. It's a colossal volcanic island located on the other side of Halfiet Lake. We have an advanced team exploring it now, just like Kvaris. Although it's been several years since they first started out, they still haven't been able to make much progress. There are 3 things in their way. First of all, the interior terrain is really rough. Second, many incredibly powerful dolls have been detected in the area. And third, communications between the advanced team and Central City are not going well. The interior of Stia is like a multi-story structure, and the team has seen energy plants in there. They think that dolls production may be going on somewhere in there.
That sounds interesting. But who's making them?
Well, we're waiting on a report from the advanced team for more details, but communication is slow. The team wants to recon the doll's production site, and even destroy it if at all possible. But Crawford won't authorize the advanced team to do that yet. He's saying he thinks it's still too soon.
He wants to be careful about it.
We do need to strengthen the defenses of each region, but we also can't just leave those dolls in Stia to wreak havoc. Both arguments seem equally valid, but we just haven't had the numbers to manage both at the same time. The team in Stia keeps insisting something truly nefarious is going on, but they've been unable to act on it. Those restraints may be released fairly soon.
In a couple of months, you know.
We've been building up cooperation with Retemarks and finally managed to make inroads in Kvaris. The repair of Central Cannon is coming along at a rapid pace, too. And it's all thanks to your help. We have no choice but to start putting more resources into the situation in Stia now. I imagine we'll have difficult battles ahead of us, so we'd better be well prepared. We want to do all we can to help, in whatever way we can. Well, I'll let you know if there are any new developments.
I think that's about enough, but I want to see if she's got any more or not. Okay. Nope, just Dozer and Crawford and Aelio right now. Cool, that seems like a good enough stopping point. Let's get back to the city. I think I can end the video there. Alright, well, we got one girl looking into the past and one girl looking into the future. I do hope Manon starts feeling better soon. It seems like she's been really weighed down by what's happened up to this point, which, I mean, fair, somebody's gotta mourn the loss, but I don't know. I hope she's able to kind of recover at some point. Oh, so I guess next week we're gonna be focusing on Dozer and Crawford, but while we finish up the Aelio. While we finish the Aelio side stories. Alpha's the name of the planet. I don't know what I'm thinking. If you got this point in the video, it means the world to me, as it always does. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Farewell.
What did you just say to me, you heartless little fool?
I said I'm bored. You're boring me.